it was like, oh, okay. I puked my guts out.
It's just another day, it feels like.
Doing what we gotta do.
Don't you think we're better together? Oh, I think we are.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
What was that?
Your nurse.
Oh,
Stay tuned.
okay, we're back.
We're back at you. A lot of interruptions in the hospital, but that's part of it. And Mary just got back from going to the gym today, and
I guess I could have known that it wasn't gonna go great because right before I left for the gym, I had just taken a nap, and then I sat up and I started coughing, and then I started to throw up. Not a ton, but it was like, oh, okay. Like, stop thinking about life or else you're gonna puke more. So I just tried to it's gonna be okay. And I just wasn't feeling good. It was the end of the ceftaroline, which is making me nauseous, and we were trying to cut back a little bit on the anti-nausea meds. So I did kind of a full dose of one and a half dose of the other, and I made it through the whole dose of ceftaroline, and then at the end, that's what happened. But then I was like, I either have to do chest PT or go to the gym. Like, I'm in the hospital. Like, that's what we're doing. We're clearing my lungs. I have to do something. So I was like, no, I'll just go to the gym and maybe just like ride the gym bike. What's it? Stationary bike. And so we got to the gym, which is literally down the hall. And I started coughing. And that's fine, coughing is fine, but then I was like, oh, like, I felt like, oh, this is not good. And everybody who was in there, like, there were 3 PTs in there, my nurse was in there because my IV was beeping. Anyway, they, were so sweet, and they got me a bucket and, a wet rag, and, I puked my guts out. I don't even know where all that came from, but whatever. They were sweet, and they rubbed my back, and I felt cared for, and I felt nasty. But anyway, I was able to get on the exercise bike for 10 minutes. My legs were burning, holy moly. My heart was pounding, but I did it, and I guess that's just part of it. I guess my body needs more anti-nausea meds.
yeah.
Hooey moofy.
Well, I'm glad we have those
Yeah,
to use.
I am
And
too.
wow, it's another day in the hospital. The team came around this morning, and Mary's blood work is her kidneys at the same exact spot that it was yesterday, which is good and bad. It's good that it's not getting worse. We would hope that it would be getting better each day with all the flushing that we're doing, with all the fluids and everything. But the nephrologist said it's going to take time. So
Whole lot of precious time. Gonna take patience and time to do it right.
and flush those kidneys back to baseline. But her other blood numbers are down a little bit, which they've been trending down, but they're still at a place where we just keep going with what we're doing.
Oh, and oh my gosh, I'm
What?
not even kidding.
What?
I literally moved my arm
Oh,
up,
man.
which I shouldn't even do that. It was like this. I would moved over like this, and my port. Well, okay, whatever. We were using my port. It wasn't giving us drawback. So, okay, hold on. Pause. First, we needed to draw blood. So we were drawing it from my line, and I was literally thinking in my head, I'm so thankful that this time around, my port is giving us all the blood we need. And right then, it was not working. We got 1 cc of blood, and I was like, ugh. So I sat up, we wiggled it around a little. We ended up flushing it with saline, heparin, and then it worked. So we were like, yeah, we conquered this port problem. Then I laid down like this.
This was like 2 minutes later.
Yeah, then I laid down like this. And
The IV started beeping.
patient side occluded. And my nurse was like, because she was here the other day when the same thing happened, whatever, like when my port ejected itself. Anyway, I sat up. It wouldn't flush at all. Nada. Not in, not out. So Peter ended up kind of maneuvering the needle in further, and that worked. I was like, oh my word. All three of us were in here.
Yeah.
My nurse, Peter, and I were all like big wide eyes at each other, like, no.
And this was, we had been trying to like reposition it and get it to work for like a few minutes before. I was just like trying to move it whatever direction I could. Basically, if this is her port needle and it goes into the port, it had come out a little bit like that, so the tip of the needle wasn't all the way in. And so I was able to push it in a little, but it is a finicky placement. So
we're thinking maybe put more gauze underneath the needle so that it's jacked up into position. But we already have a bunch, but we'll try whatever.
Next time.
And
but for now,
how dare I moved
working.
my left arm.
How dare you?
But we slept pretty well last night.
Yeah, we did.
That's something we're very thankful for.
And we're thankful for another day.
Yep.
And
It's a new season.
it's a new day. Hey guys, it's getting cold outside. Look at this. I'm wearing a flannel shirt, a sweatshirt. I took a little walk down the street and was sitting at Starbucks working on some work for church and writing my sermon, and one of you guys came up and said hello, and it kind of I was in the zone, had my headphones in, it kind of startled me, but it's always fun to meet you guys. America's Got Talent is back on. We'll update you in a minute. Okay guys, sorry for that brief interruption while we finished watching America's Got Talent, the finale, and it was full of surprises. It's the only time that we ever turn on the TV in the hospital room, and Mary is actually hooked up to IVIG. Just so happens that every 3 weeks she gets IVIG, and she is in the hospital for this one, and I think because it's so dark it keeps going out of focus. Sorry about that. But Ollie and I are out on a walk, and it's been a little bit of a mundane day in the hospital. Mary's been kind of fighting nausea, and this evening she's had a low-grade fever, which is kind of weird just because she was getting low-grade fevers before we came into the hospital, and we usually correlate that with the infection that her body is always fighting, and it kind of those low grades come and go, and they've been more consistent before in the past couple of weeks before we came into the hospital than kind of ever. But it seemed like since we have gotten into this course of IVs that the low grades had stopped, but today her temp has gone up and down, but it's just one of those things we keep an eye on and kind of monitor and use to gauge things. But right now, Mary and I were talking about it, like, does it mean anything? And whether it means anything or not, we're doing what we need to be doing and doing these IV antibiotics. But I guess what I was gonna say was, it feels like a mundane day, like, I don't know, another day in the hospital. We're looking at blood numbers, and Mary's doing all of her IVs, and I was thinking about it today. In a couple of weeks, I am going to be speaking at a college to a bunch of college students, and I was thinking about when I was a college student and kind of what I dreamed life would be like. And I don't know, I think as I reflect on life, and so much of life is mundane. Like, it's lived in seasons of waiting, of in between where we are right now and where we hope to be, and all of that. And like, so much, whether it's health stuff or just work stuff or whatever we find ourselves in life, there's seasons of waiting. And I've been learning a lot about embracing the mundane of waiting, and embracing the blurriness of nighttime filming. Look at the clouds, nighttime clouds. But anyways, sometimes life is mundane and you embrace it and you walk through it and you come out for a walk and you go pee and you do the normal stuff of life. And so that's what we're doing today. Mary's doing for her, normal stuff is not so normal, and I posted this on Instagram, but I'm really proud of her. She is working her booty off. She's always a fighter, but especially right now, she's exhausted, and I'm really proud of her. So Ollie and I are gonna run around on this grassy lawn and go check in with Mary. Go run! Here she is.
Join me as I finish my last cup of water for the day.
Good work. She is down in water like it's her job.
I feel like I didn't do so great today.
Well,
I still got all my fluids and everything, but like...
She was nauseous for a lot of the day, or a lot of the afternoon. Yeah.
But
part of it.
We did it.
Another day in the books.
Like day 8, 9?
Something like that. It's just another day, it feels like, you know? Just doing
what we gotta do.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, we're doing what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for your encouragement and response to the vlog that went up today, which is yesterday for you guys, with Colby's song in it. I'm so glad that you guys loved it as much as we did, and yeah.
It's cool.
I just think that she so articulated so well that reality of the hardness of CF, but that there is also purpose found in a life full of tears or a life full of trials.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed that, and it was a good pick-me-up for tonight to read through your comments and how it impacted you. That which is beeping is IVIG, which, long story short, a different brand was originally sent up, and so they had to send up the brand that I normally use. I had already pre-dosed with Benadryl and Tylenol, so now I've had 2 pre-doses. They're coming in, so as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
Don't you think